Well, hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome in to Doc Stewart's Baseball from Reinhardt Volunteer Park in Grants Pass, Oregon. We bring you tonight's Area 4 action between the Doc Stewarts and the Grants Pass Nuggets. The Doc Stewarts on the road for the first time in Area 4 play, and it is the first games of Area 4 play. The Doc Stewarts will look to try and continue a three-game winning streak tonight as they take on the Grants Pass Nuggets, and Grants Pass comes in winners in their last three games as they look to start out Area 4 play on the right foot as well. We welcome you into tonight's broadcast. We've got plenty for you coming up during our Budget Lumber pregame show. Everything you need at great low prices. Budget Lumber on Diamond Lake Boulevard, where they strive to be number one. Well, folks, we welcome you into tonight's broadcast. For those of you that might be following us online at 541radio.com, we appreciate you tuning in for the broadcast. If you know anybody that usually likes to listen to the games on the radio, they're more of an old-fashioned type of baseball fan, well, let them know tonight we've got Beavers baseball on the radio, and we've got Doc Stewart's baseball on the video stream at 541radio.com. So because of the Beavers in the College World Series Finals, looking to try and win their third national championship in program history, we are unable to get the Doc Stewarts on the radio here for tonight's games. But we do have the action for you streaming here at 541radio.com on the 1490 The Score homepage. So make sure that Doc Stewart's fans everywhere know where they can catch Doc Stewart's baseball here tonight as we begin Area 4 play. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we will catch up with head coach Scott Shaver in our Oregon Coach Crafters pregame coaches interview. So don't go anywhere. We'll have more of the Budget Lumber pregame show for you after this on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score, and actually tonight just streaming live online at 541radio.com.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on three factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper. Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue. Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Back with more of our pregame here today on 541radio.com, where you can watch Doc Stewart streaming throughout the rest of the season. And we get into our pregame show. We get a chance to catch up with the Docs and head coach Scott Shaver. It is our pregame coaches interview brought to you by Oregon Coach Crafters, the best care in RV services and repair. Coach Shaver here with us. Area 4 getting started today, but you guys wrapped up another tournament. I didn't get a chance to see it, but you guys go 3 wins, 3 losses in there. Start out with the 3 losses, part of a 5-game losing streak, but the team turns it around to finish out that tournament and comes into tonight's action with a 3-game winning streak. The tournament, those can always be kind of season-changing moments an opportunity for guys to spend a lot of time together, play a lot of games in a short period of time, and they can always they can kind of set a tone for the rest of the year as you guys get ready for league play coming out of that tournament. How'd you feel like things went? Obviously, the record at 500, not exactly where you wanted to see it, but still the team bounces back and finishes out strong.
I was proud of them. We did have a chance to really discuss early on in the tournament. We had a couple of real heart-to-hearts team-wise, and I think we learned some things about ourselves, which is great. We're playing decent baseball at times. We're having a hard time maintaining right now through a 7-inning ball game. So that is just part of playing, getting more consistent, getting a little older on the field, those things. Right now I'm taking 14 guys that have never seen Area 4 baseball, and that's where we're going to start tonight. So that's always an adventure, and it's a good learning experience. So especially down here, Grants Pass is a tough place to play. It's always a good opponent. It's always a hard field to play. There's always a lot of things against you down here. So we need to come out, we need to play hard and see what happens.
As you guys get ready for this one, it's kind of always just a judgment call on whether or not you guys are prepared for it based off the opponents you guys have seen. How do you feel like the level of competition you've seen so far? Has it been up to snuff from what you know Area 4 play can be, or is there still some things that might surprise these guys out there?
The level of play has been fine. That Salem tournament was a good tournament. We saw some good teams. Skagit was a good team, good offensive team. We beat them once, we lost to them once. The teams we faced in the last 3 games were all good quality teams. We saw the best arms we've seen all year in those last 3 games. So I was happy with the way we responded there. It's not exactly about the talent level in Area 4. It's the intensity of the game that these kids are going to. You can't tell them, you can't show them. They just got to feel it and learn it. And I expect us to do just fine. I like this group. They're hungry. They want to go. It's just one of those things we got to learn on the fly.
As you guys get ready, Area 4 play coming up tonight as you take on Grants Pass for 2. But from what you've seen from the other teams around the conference or the league, what do you expect out of this one? I know we always expect it to be difficult. It's a dogfight. It's competitive. But what do you think the standings might look as we get a little bit later on in the year? Who have been the teams that maybe so far look to be the front runners for you?
Actually, everybody in Area 4 is winning. So it's going to be a dogfight. There's probably an 80% chance the state champion will come out of Area 4 because it's always about an 80% chance the state champion will come out of Area 4. We're just going to go bang. Like I said, these kids got to learn the intensity level. It's a dogfight. It's the greatest league in the world to play in. I wouldn't want to do it anywhere else. So you learn. Sometimes you lose and learn. Sometimes you win and learn. But either way, we're going to learn something today.
Tonight, it's the first of 4 games for the Doc Stewarts against the Grants Pass Nuggets. 2 tonight here in Grants Pass, and 2 more tomorrow. This is a new way of scheduling the league games where you guys play them 4 straight games and see them in back-to-back days. What do you like or dislike about this new format for Area 4 play?
I like it. It gives us a chance to do our job. We're gonna pick tendencies. We're gonna do those things. It gets us a chance as coaches to be a part of the game. It also gives these guys an opportunity. You're not seeing a team 1 week and then see them 2 weeks down the road where it's a completely different team. We got to come out. We got to bang. And it's a 4-game set. It's bam, bam, and you can't hit them on a skid. You got to be able to pick yourself up and go. I like the 4-game set.
And as we wrap things up here with head coach Scott Shaver and our Oregon Coach Crafters pregame coaches interview, how important is it for you guys to get started out on the right foot here? As you got 2 on the road. On the road, we know, is always a tough place to be when you're in Area 4 play. But you get 2 first off on the road. How important is it to try and get at least one of these 2 here tonight?
Oh, it's always important. Wins and losses aren't really the important thing for us right now. Having the state tournament's going to help us with that. We're automatically in. But being able to play at this level, being able to understand we can play at this level, participating hard for 14 innings tonight, those are things that are going to be important and going to translate into wins, if not tonight, down the road. So I like our chances tonight. I think we're going to go out and get it. We'll throw Hope game 1. We'll throw Mandera game 2. Both those arms have been doing a good job. So I like where we're at.
All right, we look forward to it. Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight coming up here in just a few moments. That is head coach Scott Shaver and our Oregon Coach Crafters pregame coaches interview. The best care in RV services and repair, Oregon Coach Crafters. Back after this here on 541radio.com.
This county is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Reese's Pieces. Popcorn with butter.
Starburst.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Skittles.
Popcorn.
Swedish Fish.
Oh. Reese's Pieces.
Best snack for movies? Oh, buttered popcorn.
Okay. And we welcome you back here to Reinert Volunteer Park. We're bringing you Doc Stewart's baseball tonight here on 541radio.com. Video stream of tonight's action for you. Bringing you live coverage of Doc Stewart's baseball as they begin Area 4 League play. A reminder, tonight's game not on the radio because Beavers baseball in Game 1 of the College World Series is on the radio on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score. So if you know anybody that usually listens to the games on the radio, is an avid listener on 1490 AM, you make sure they know tonight's games is online. You can listen to it or watch it. We do have the video stream going there as well. You can follow the action there at 541radio.com, and you can bring it up on a computer, laptop, or even on your smartphone. It's easy to do. It is 541radio.com, Doc's Baseball there. Well, as we wrap things up here with the Budget Lumber pregame show, everything you need at great low prices, Budget Lumber on Diamond Lake Boulevard, where they strive to be Lumber One. Taking a look at how these two teams get here. Both teams playing 14 games prior to today in the first 2 weeks of the regular season. Doc Stewart's played 14 games in 14 days, had 4 days off total during those first 2 weeks, but of those 2 of those 4 days, they also had the Docs Camp, the youth camp that the Doc Stewart's host. They're at Legion Field. They are able to welcome in the community, welcome in the youth from around the area, and the Docs players spend time with them going through many drills there on the field at Legion. And so it's a busy day despite the fact that they're not playing. So really not very many days off throughout the season so far for the Doc Stewarts, and they've gotten quite a few games under their belt. They're hoping that that will help them in Area 4 League play coming up starting tonight. Docs went 3-3 at the Willamette Classic tournament over the last week. They were up playing in games at West Albany High School, Western Oregon, McNary High School. They were all over the place, faced some good competition, started out the tournament on a 3-game losing streak, but finished out with 3 straight wins to go 500 in the tournament and get back above 500 on the season as the Docs come in 8-6 overall. Docs' best record in the season, they were 3 games over 500 at 4-1 early on. They were at 4 games over 500 at 5-1 at one point, but they have evened things out now at 8-6. Now the Grants Pass Nuggets come in at 10-4. They're coming off of a tournament title in Lake Oswego. They won on Sunday 12-1 against LeGrand to win the Lake Oswego tournament. They went 3-1 in that tournament. They had big wins pretty much all around. They outscored teams 33-6 in the tournament. The one loss was a 5-1 defeat to start out the tournament. Then they reeled off 3 straight wins to win the tournament title. They come in at 10-4 overall, but they play league games for the first time tonight. as well. Looking at Area 4, the standings have Eugene and Willamette Valley, that is, at the top of the league standings. Eugene and West, I don't know why I keep saying that, but Eugene and Willamette Valley both 2-2 so far in league play. Everybody else getting things started. You've got Medford, Grants Pass, Docks, and Klamath Falls all playing league games tonight. Medford is in Klamath Falls tonight for their doubleheader, and we'll try to get you updates on that if we can. As we make our way towards first pitch, we're going to have another break here coming up in a moment, and then we'll get you your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups and look around the diamond defensively, brought to you by Diamond Power Equipment. Plenty to come up for you here tonight as the Doc Stewarts take on the Grants Pass Nuggets to begin Area 4 play. The teams will play tonight and then a doubleheader back in Roseburg at Legion Field coming up tomorrow with the new format. As head coach Scott Shaver mentioned there, we talked about it, the new format, doubleheaders back-to-back nights, 4 straight games between league opponents for Area 4 this season. And also a big note there, we'll talk more about this coming up throughout the broadcast tonight, but things have changed, and the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will be hosting the AAA American Legion State Tournament this year at Legion Field. We'll talk more about that. That's a big deal there. As the host team, you get automatically into the state tournament. Docs have not been in the state tournament since 2014 when they lost 2 straight games. So we'll see if they can maybe build off of that automatic berth as the host team and make a run. The state tournament going to be coming up July 28th through August 1st. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the starting lineups. This has been the Budget Lumber pregame show. Everything you need at great low prices. Budget Lumber on Diamond Lake Boulevard, where they strive to be lumber one. Back with the first pitch after this here on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score and 541radio.com.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper. Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Well, we get ready for first pitch of Game 1 of tonight's doubleheader, and we appreciate everybody tuning in, following the action while we make do with too much baseball on this time of year. Hey, that's never a bad thing. Oregon State in the College World Series final, trying to win their 3rd national championship in program history. They were up early 1-0. Unfortunately, things have fallen apart a little bit for the Beavers. Top of the 5th inning right now, 4-1. Arkansas taking the lead on top of the Beavers in Game 1 of the best-of-3 series. Series. The Beavers are on the radio tonight on 1490 The Score, so you can follow the Beavers throughout the College World Series final. While the Beavers are on the radio during the finals of the College World Series, Doc Stewart's Baseball will be strictly on the video stream at 541radio.com. But once the Beavers season comes to an end, whether it's tomorrow night or Thursday, no matter what happens, once the season comes to an end, we will get Doc's Baseball back on the radio for you. Just so happens to be that the Docs and the Beavs play at the same time, and, well, we know it's important. When you're playing for a national championship, you deserve to be on the radio. Doc Stewart's, though, tonight begin Area 4 league play as the coaches and the umpires meet at home plate. It's time now for our look at tonight's Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. Start out with head coach Scott Shaver for the Doc Stewarts, his starting lineup. He'll have Garrett Russell leading things off, playing in center field, followed by the DH. Luke Lucido batting second. He'll hit for the pitcher, Peyton Hope. Jonathan Stone bats third, playing at first base, followed by the third baseman, Zach Mandera, hitting in the cleanup spot. Cody Johnson, the shortstop, will bat fifth, followed by the catcher, Kyler Leischner. In left field, hitting sixth is Doran Gillespie. Make that seventh for Gillespie. Caden Johnson, the second baseman, will bat eighth, and the ninth hitter will be Jet Black, playing in right field. As for the Grants Pass Nuggets, led by head coach Mike Reese, his starting lineup, brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control, will lead off with Nick Bassendorf, the second baseman. The shortstop, Cade Kissel, bats second. Vinny Zavolta will play in center field. He bats third. Tyler Runn, the pitcher, will bat cleanup. Josh Robbins, the catcher, hitting fifth, followed by the third baseman, Nate Morgan, hitting sixth. Batting seventh and playing at first base is Cade King. Colby Dinkle, the right fielder, hits eighth. And rounding out the starting nine is Bennett Rogers, playing in left field. And that is your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. On the mound, it'll be Tyler Rund for Grants Pass, a big right-hander. Rund from Grants Pass High School. Graduate of 2018, planning to attend Yakima Community College. He's a two-time first-team outfielder for the Cavemen in the Southwest Conference. This is his third year playing with the Grants Pass Nuggets, one of the many returning players on this very veteran squad. As for his battery mate back behind the plate, as we look around the diamond, brought to you by Diamond Power Equipment, where the variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. Behind the plate, Josh Robbins from North Medford High School. Cade King is out at first base. Nick Bastendorf is at second. Cade Kissel at short. Nate Morgan at third. In the outfield from left to right, Bennett Rogers, Vinny Zavolta, and Colby Dinkle. That is your look around the diamond, brought to you by Diamond Power Equipment. Well, as we get things off and rolling, the first pitch coming up. It is a beautiful day here in Grants Pass. Can't ask for much better weather than what we are getting as we get ready for the first pitch, as Garrett Russell will dig in. 82 degrees here in Grants Pass. A light breeze blowing the American flag in center field straight out. And plenty of sunshine overhead as the shadows start to creep out towards the infield from behind home. Garrett Russell will stand in for the first pitch. 82 degrees coming up at first pitch. Your weather report brought to you by Supercuts in the Steelhead Run Plaza across from Starbucks on Garden Valley Boulevard. Save time and check out styles online at supercuts.com. Righty versus righty matchup as we get ready to go. First pitch of the ball game. Ty Rund, a fastball, fouled back for strike one, and we are underway. Doc's Baseball today brought to you by our friends at Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. So we are underway. Doc Stewart's Baseball taking on the Grants Pass Nuggets to begin Area 4 League play. Joey Keyran here with you. Happy to be back in the state of Oregon, bringing you Doc's Baseball. Foul ball again, this time down the right field side for Russell, and he's quickly to an 0-2 count. Took a brief vacation, missed those games at the Willamette Classic tournament last week. It killed me to miss some games, but it was a much-needed vacation for good reasons. As a pitch high and tight for Russell, gives him a 1-2 count. My wife's, my better half's, grandpa's 90th birthday. When they get up there, you don't know how many you got left, so we made the trip back to celebrate there with family. The 1-2 pitch, chopper, left side in the hole at shortstop. Quick throw across the diamond. just in time to get Russell. Cade Kissel, the shortstop, makes the play across the diamond. 6-3 the put out. Had to backhand that one at shortstop. And is able to make the strong throw across the diamond for out number 1. So 1 away. Luke Lucido will bat next for the Doc Stewarts. Since I was gone during that tournament, I don't have an accurate display of stats for you from where the Docs sit. Missed a few games, so got to have to get caught up, and we'll do so over the next day or so and then have more accurate statistics for you. First pitch, a swing and a miss for Luke Lucido. Gives him an 0-1 count against Tyler Runn. Breaking ball over the middle for called strike 2. Ty Runn so far throwing strikes, attacking the strike zone early against this Doc Stewart's club. The righty will wind and fire the 0-2 for Lucido. Outside off the edge. Good eye there for Luke. That one a borderline pitch. Just missing off the edge, not by much. And early on, you don't know how big an umpire strike zone might be. A 1-2 delivery, that one in the dirt, evens things up for Luke at a 2-2 count. Lucido getting the start at DH for the Docs here today. He's been splitting time at that position with Brody Black. Luke also moving up in the lineup a little bit to the number 2 spot. He usually has been hitting 3 or 4. The 2-2 pitch down low takes the count full. With 1 away and nobody on here in the top of the first inning, scoreless ball game. Doc Stewart's leading things off as the visiting team in this league doubleheader. Full count pitch here from Rund. Outside, bounces away from the catcher. That'll be a walk with 1 away, putting the Docs' first runner on. Luke gets on. Always a very patient hitter. After falling behind 0-2, did not panic, and he makes his way on down to first. Now the Docs utilizing a wristband system. They went to that midway through the season. Had some issues with players making sure they knew what the right call was, so they've gone to the wristband. Jonathan Stone, who steps in with 1 out and 1 on, checks his wristband, tucks it back into his pocket, and stands in. The first pitch from Rund will be at the knees for a called strike on the outer half. 1 away. Luke Lucido out at first after drawing the walk on a full count pitch. Jonathan Stone has been a hot hitter from the spring season into the summer season. Has been a staple in the 3-4 spot in the lineup for head coach Scott Shaver. Big, tall kid with a big strike zone, but he's shown some power. The 0-1 is high and inside to even up his count. They're going to reevaluate what they want to do on the wristbands here. Head coach Scott Shaver down in the dugout. Third base side for the Docs here at Volunteer Park. Coach Shaver yelling out some new directions from the dugout. Lucido at first. He'll dive back in after a throw over by Rund, who might have been expecting maybe a hit and run or a straight steal for Luke Lucido. A little surprised to show up and find the Docs in the third base dugout here today. Pitch out towards right field. Got to go halfway, and taking it on the 1 hop. Lucido will get into second base. That's a tough one to read there. Jonathan Stone will pick up a flare to right field, fighting off the pitch to the opposite field for the right-handed batter, and he gets himself on with 1 away. Runners at first and second for the Doc Stewarts. Luke Lucido had to go about halfway before he knew that that one was falling in for a base knock. And he knew before I did. I had a feeling that one might have a chance of getting caught by Colby Dinkle out in right field, but it falls in just in front of him. So 2 on and 1 away. Zach Mandero will come up next for the Doc Stewarts, the third baseman. First pitch, he swings. That one in the air. Foul territory, third base side. Tough one to play. The catcher can't make it. Josh Robbins chasing that one down the third base line. The third baseman, Nate Morgan, had the better look at it. But he was fighting the sun, which is setting, if you're in the infield, it's setting back behind us on the first base side. So the third baseman, shortstop, left fielder, all kind of staring into the sun if the ball gets up into the air. And Nate Morgan had to battle it there. And I think with a hard-charging Josh Robbins from behind the plate, Morgan thought that he might have a better shot at it, but Robbins can't get underneath it. A strike one for Zach Mandera. He'll take outside to even up his count at 1-1. Zach Mandera, the third baseman for the Doc Stewarts, most tenured Docs player on the roster. His third year with a Docs jersey on. His first year, he split time between the Docs and the Pepsi bottle caps. And since then, he has been a full-time Doc Stewarts player. Stands in with the 1-1 pitch from Rund. That might have been a broken bat. Dribbler left side. Bare hand throw to first. Pulled him off the bag, and everyone's safe. The throw from Morgan might have beaten Mandera to the bag, but it was off target, pulling Cade King off the base over there. And everybody's safe. Luke Lucido goes to third. Jonathan Stone, goes to second. Mandera on at first. That'll be an error on the infield by Nate Morgan. Tough play for him. But if he makes an accurate throw, I believe he gets Mandera. Bases loaded. And I think the coaching staff here out to take a look at first baseman Cade King. I thought I saw him limp a little bit, seemed a little awkward after the play, didn't seem comfortable. And Mike Reese was out there to talk to his first baseman, make sure he's okay. He will make his way back to the dugout, and we will resume play with the bases loaded, just one away, and the Doc Stewarts trying to take an early lead against Ty Rund. Rund's first pitch to Cody Johnson. That'll get through on the right side to right field. One run comes in. They're sending Stone to the plate. The relay throw not cut off, and it one hops to home. Not in time to get Jonathan Stone. And Cody Johnson will have the second base hit here in the first, and it drives home two. A slow roller through the infield. Took its time, but it makes its way into the right field grass, and 2 runs come in. Up to second base went Zach Mandera. Scoring was Luke Lucido and Jonathan Stone, and the Doc Stewarts take an early 2-0 lead on top of the Grants Pass Nuggets. Kyler Leichner, the catcher, will bat next. First pitch swinging for him. He fouls it down the third base side to the on-deck circle for Doran Gillespie. He fields it and will tuck it into his back pocket. First pitch swinging there for Cody Johnson, picking up the single and driving in 2. 0-1 pitch here for Leichner. Breaking ball low and inside he takes for a 1-1 count. So Ty Rund getting in a little trouble here early on, facing his 6th batter of the first inning. Rund has been a power pitcher through his time here in Grants Pass. Big guy as he gets a strike on the outside corner. Tyler Rund also plays in the outfield, but is looking to continue on his career at the college level after a lengthy career here with the Grants Pass Nuggets. The 1-2, back up the middle. They'll try to turn 2, throw to 3 for 1. The throw to first in time to get Leichner, and that will wrap things up. An unconventional 1-5-3 double play off the bat of Kyler Leichner. But the Doc Stewarts do take a 2-0 lead after a half inning of play. We go to the bottom of the first. Peyton Hope heading out to the mound for the Doc Stewarts on CBS Sports Radio 1490. The Score and streaming at 541radio.com.
Season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Top of the first inning, bottom of the first inning. Top of the first was good for the Doc Stewarts. They scored 2 runs over the Grants Pass Nuggets on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. This season, when the Doc Stewarts have scored first, they are 4-3 on the year. They add a couple more runs to their total in the first inning. Now Docs have scored 13 runs in the first inning in 15 games. Head to the bottom of the first. Peyton Hope from Sutherland High School will toe the rubber for the Doc Stewarts. The right-hander comes in. Peyton Hope this season, a 1-1 record for him. He'll try to pick up the first win in Area 4 play for a Doc Stewarts pitcher. Let's go ahead and take a look around the diamond for the Doc Stewarts, brought to you by Diamond Power Equipment. Diamond Power Equipment, where the variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. Behind the plate will be Kyler Leischner. Out at first base, Jonathan Stone. At second base is Caden Johnson, his older brother Cody Johnson at short, and at third base is Zach Mandera. In the outfield from left to right, Doran Gillespie, Garrett Russell, and Jet Black. That is a look at your starting lineup defensively for the Doc Stewarts. 2-0 our scores. We begin the bottom of the first. Checking in with the Oregon State Beavers. That game going on right now on 1490 AM on the radio. Still a 4-1 score. Arkansas leading Oregon State as they're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nick Bassendorf, the second baseman, leads things off for the Grants Pass squad. Bassendorf from Crater High School, graduate class 2018, takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. So we're underway in the bottom of the first inning with the Docs on top by 2. Peyton Hope jams the batter. It's a floater out towards right field. It'll drop in for a base knock. Jet Black couldn't come in quick enough, and the second baseman, Caden Johnson, couldn't get out there and underneath it. He probably was closest to the baseball, but a very awkward angle for the second baseman to try and get to it, and that is a leadoff single. Peyton Hope probably didn't miss with his pitch, jammed the hitter, but Bassendorf strong enough to be able to fight that one off, and he just pops one into shallow right field for a leadoff single. 1 on, nobody out. Cade Kissel will stand in, the shortstop. First pitch called for strike 1. Kissel coming from Hidden Valley High School, a graduate 2017. Played at Lane Community College this last year. He actually pitched and played in the field for Lane. He lays down a bunt third base side. Zach Mandera charges to get to it, and he can't come up with it cleanly. That'll be an infield single on the bunt there for Cade Kissel.
Cade Kissel reaches on a nice bunt. Moves Bassendorf to second.
So you've got runners at first and second now after a couple of really just dinks. Nothing hit all that hard so far. That bunt, Mandera had to come in a long way to get to it. Had to field it cleanly, and it was just off the end of his leather. Nobody out, runners at first and second. In the first pitch, a swing and a miss for Vinny Zavolta, the center fielder. Stepping in, third batter to the plate here in the bottom of the first with the Docs leading at 2-0. Zavolta, another 2017 graduate on this Nuggets squad. The 0-1, he hits it towards third, making the tag. Mandera will get 1 out. They get the lead runner. Might have had a chance to try and turn 2, but he goes for the tag instead. So he's got runners at first and second still, but 1 away now. Hard hit to Mandera there, and he had the easy tag for the first out. The cleanup man, Tyler Rund, in now, looking to try and help himself out as the pitcher, looking to try and get some runs back with his team down 2-0. He takes the first pitch, a breaking ball that drops right across at the knees for strike 1. So fielder's choice gets Vincent Zavolta on at first, Cade Kissel at second. 1 away. Pitch in the dirt. Evens it up at a 1-1 count for Rund. Ty Rund 1-1 pitch. It's low to make it a 2-1 count. Tyron, he's a guy that we've been seeing for a long time. Not sure if he's going to be young enough to come back next year after his first year at Yakima Community College. That would be quite the career for him. Another chopper to third. Reaching for the bag. Mandera will make the force out at third base again. Busy day for him so far at third. He's made 2 force outs. Fielder's choice again. And it'll remain runners at first and second. Now 2 down. Nobody able to get to third base past Mandera there. Up now will be the catcher, Josh Robbins, 5-hitter in the lineup. Mandera stumbling to try and get back to the bag on that last play. Had to dive, had the baseball in his bare hand, and he tags the base with it to make the out. First pitch low for ball 1 against Robbins. Zavolta out at second, runned at first. 1-0 count with 2 away for Josh Robbins. The catcher will take inside for a 2-0 count. A quick visit to the mound here for the second baseman, Caden Johnson, one of the younger guys on the team. Not a pitcher, so he's not, I mean, we've seen visits to the mound from guys like Cody Johnson and Zach Mandera, guys that pitched a lot during the spring season and over the last couple of years, but now Caden Johnson out there for a visit to the mound. He's probably talking pickoff moves for Peyton Hope. Is the pitch high? It goes to a 3-0 count for Robbins. Johnson out there holding the runner, Vince Zavolta. Vinny, he's gone by a different name, I swear, every year that we've covered the Docs baseball here. 3-0 pitch in the dirt. Vinny Zavolta was out there. He was an active guy on his lead out there at second base. That got Peyton Hope his attention. Might have gotten into the head of the pitcher a little bit as he issues a 4-pitch walk to Josh Robbins. Runners on every base now with 2 away. Docs are 1 out away from keeping a 2-0 lead. But so far, it has not necessarily been an easy start to the game for Peyton Hope. He will face his 6th batter as Nate Morgan stands in. Ground ball towards short, picked up by Cody. He'll flip it to second for the out. And the Docs will get out of the first inning. Bases left with runners on as Grants Pass unable to take advantage of runners on with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. 2-0 is our score as we head to the top of the second inning. You're listening to Doc Stewart's Baseball, streaming live with video at 541radio.com.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Okay. Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Mike tickets out. First drawing of the evening is going to have the winner with ticket number 441. Last 3 digits.
Top of the second inning, Docs leading 2-0 here on 541radio.com, streaming at Doc Central. Happy to have you here with us tonight to this game brought to you by Cruz Farms Market, now open for the season. Don't forget the pie. Docs leading at 2-0. 2 runs on 2 hits so far for the Docs. No runs on 2 hits for Grants Pass. 1 error in the game for the Nuggets so far. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. Doran Gillespie, Caden Johnson, and Jet Black for the Docs.
We start the visiting half of the second here.
Tyrone still on the mound for the Nuggets. Docs have played a team from Grants Pass twice already this year, but it was the high school team led by head coach Kevin Shaver. It's Kevin Schaefer, excuse me. First pitch for Gillespie is on the inside edge for a strike. Kevin Schaefer, the high school coach now at Grants Pass High School. He gets a chance to coach some of his high school guys throughout the summer. And Docs went 2-0 against that Grants Pass team. Now they begin Area 4 play against the Legion team from Grants Pass, the Nuggets. And the Doc Stewarts have the early advantage, trying to pick up a win to start out Area 4 play. A 1-1 count for Doran Gillespie. The wind is blowing out to center field, but during BP before the game, saw Gillespie hit one out over left center. He'll take a off-speed pitch that misses outside to go to a 2-1 count. He hit it over the left center field fence, and that one probably carried at least 360 feet to get out of here. Not too shabby there for Doran Gillespie. The 2-1 pitch, he'll hit it, dribbler towards third base, up with it across the diamond. Nate Morgan will make the play for out number 1.
Nate Morgan with the putout.
One away. Caden Johnson will hit next. Johnson, the second baseman, hitting in the 8th spot for the Doc Stewarts tonight. Hit in the 2-hole throughout much of the high school season with the Roseburg Indians. Had a really good season at the plate. First pitch to him, he'll swing and foul tips it into the glove for strike 1. Missing the last 5 games, actually 6 games for the Docs. So strike called against Johnson, gives him a 0-2 count. Missed 6 games, so I'm not sure kind of what type of trends guys are on. I know when I left there was a couple of hit streaks going, one of them for Garrett Russell, but not sure how those things stand as we get into Area 4 play here tonight. But I got some of my information. I'll continue to get more information. And we will definitely have more updated stats for you coming up, hopefully tomorrow, if I get a chance to get to all of that before tomorrow night's game back at home at Legion Field. The 0-2 for Caden is high and inside. 1-2 count, excuse me. Breaking ball high and inside, backing Johnson up off the plate. Working out of the windup, run quickly gets a signal, fires a fastball, and it's fouled back. And a battle going on here for Caden Johnson. Jet Black, the 9-hitter, waiting on deck. That would wrap up the first time through the lineup for the Doc Stewarts against Ty Rund. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, that was inside. Looked like it was heading in to possibly being Caden Johnson, but you could see it starting to cut. And Johnson did a nice job to stay on that one, able to fight it off. If that had gotten by, it could have been strike 3 with the way it was moving. But he got it off the handle and fouls it away to stay alive. The 1-2, he'll fight this one left side. Coming in, Morgan will get it, and he's able to throw across the diamond. Nearly pulls off Cade King at first. King stays on the bag, and there's 2 away. There at third base, it's been a busy day for both teams so far. For Morgan, Nate Morgan for Grants Pass, he has been a part of now 3 putouts, make it 4 putouts. And Zach Mandera had a busy day in the bottom of the first for the Docs there at third base as well. Jet Black will stand in, 2 down, nobody on base. And the first pitch to him in the dirt. The 1-0 delivery for Jet. Takes for 2-0. Jet just finishing out his sophomore season at Roseburg High School. Had a very nice spring, hitting in the 9th spot, playing in right field and pitching some. He swings and got ahead of the inside pitch. Drills it down the third base side, foul. Jet had a very productive spring, looking to keep that going here during the summer, and he has pretty much secured himself in right field and in the 9th spot in the lineup. 2-1 pitch to him. He takes. Pitch must have been a little bit low. And Jet now well ahead in the at-bat, leading 3 balls to just 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on base here in the top of the second. And it'll be a 2-out walk issued for Black. He gets himself on and brings up Garrett Russell for a second time in the ballgame.
Black walks. And go back to the top of the order now. Center fielder number 1, Garrett.
So Jet down to first. Russell coming in to hit. Second walk issued by Tyler Rund in this ballgame. No strikeouts yet for him. Docs would like to add some more runs here to back up Peyton Hope. Pitcher can never have enough runs to deal with. First pitch for Russell. In the air right side. This one drifting foul, though, and it will land near the bullpen for Grants Pass down the right field side. Those bullpens, kind of like how they used to be at Wrigley Field. They're out in the open, in play, so if an outfielder or maybe first or third baseman is chasing down a fly ball in foul territory, they got to be cognizant of home or the mound in the bullpen. Make sure that they don't trip over those obstacles that are in play and possibly could be an obstacle to have to deal with. Throw over to first base. Jet Black back in with the head first slide. Top of the second inning, it's a 2-0 lead. Jet takes off. Breaking ball called for a strike. Throw down to second. Goes into center field. Jet gets up. He's running for third, and there will be no throw. Out in center field, Vinny Zavolta couldn't quite hang on to it. But an error on the throw by the catcher, Josh Robbins, gets Jet Black up to third base. He steals second, gets to third on the throwing error. And at the plate, Garrett Russell with 2 strikes against him. And a man on third now to try and bring around. Ty runs, 0-2 pitch, ground ball chopper towards short. Can't play it, and Cade Kissel will not be able to finish out the inning. Russell gets on, and scoring will be Jet Black, and the Doc Stewarts take a 3-0 lead on top of the Nuggets here in the top of the second.
Base hit for Russell. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 8.
So just like that, a throwing error comes back to haunt the Nuggets. Jet Black comes in to score. Not a base hit there for Garrett Russell. Trying to play it on the short hop. Cade Kissel at short. Tough attempt to try and make on that high chopper through the infield. First pitch misses now to Luke Lucido, the 2-hitter. He reached on a walk in the first inning and scored the first run of the game for the Doc Stewarts. Runner going, a strike called against Lucido, and the throw short by Robbins. One hops in to second baseman Nick Mastendorf, who's able to keep it on the infield. It'll be a 1-1 count for Luke Lucido, but the Doc Stewarts with a runner in scoring position. With still 2 down here in the top of the second. Another strike called against Luke gives him a 1-2 count. Two stolen bases here in the second for the Docs. Strike 3 call, the breaking ball hits the top end of the strike zone. Lucido will go down with the strikeout looking. First strikeout of the game for Ty Rund. He gets himself out of the second inning, but not before another run comes in for the Doc Stewarts. They lead 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening and watching Doc Stewarts Baseball at 541radio.com.
1 hit, 1 error.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Coming back here, bottom of the second inning, a 3-0 lead for the Doc Stewarts. Peyton Hope with a nice cushion to work with here early on. as he'll face the 7, 8, 9 hitters here to begin the bottom of the second inning. Doc Stewart's Baseball today brought to you by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Well, the Doc Stewart's wearing their orange jerseys here tonight. Orange jerseys with Roseburg Dr. Stewart's in script across the front. White numbers on the back. The gray trousers for the Doc Stewart's, the two-tone caps that they've been wearing all season on top. Black socks for them this evening. On the other side, for Grants Pass. I'm usually doing this with a radio broadcast, so you got to describe what the uniforms look like for those that watch tonight as we do the video-only broadcast. Obviously, you can kind of tell what the jerseys are looking like, but we'll do it anyways. For Grants Pass, the navy tops with the red letters and numbers outlined in white on the front and the back. White trousers, the navy socks and caps. First pitch swinging for Cade King, the first baseman. He puts it high in the air and out of play down the third base side for strike one. I like the look of those Grants Pass socks. I like the horizontal stripes they have across the calf area. And it seems as if most players like to wear the pants high to expose those stirrups. So, nice little look there. I like that look for the Nuggets. Always have. Swing and a miss for strike two as Peyton Hope ahead of Cade King, the first baseman. No balls, 2 strikes. The uniform description, of course, always brought to you by our friends over at Hammer Sport. The 0-2 pitch outside goes 1-2. Hammer Sport, Douglas County's hottest custom sportswear store for custom team jerseys, hats, and more. You can find them in downtown Roseburg on Jackson Street. Cade King from Grants Pass High School just wrapped up his junior year. A 1-2 pitch to him. Strike 3 called. And King will go down looking. First strikeout of the game for Peyton Hope. He's got one away, and that is a Joe's Towing strikeout. Don't strike out when you get stuck. Call Joe's Towing, your local professional. First strikeout of the game for Hope. He's got one away as he faces Colby Dinkle, the right fielder. Ooh, first pitch just misses inside for a 1-0 count. Dinkle, again, right fielder. He takes outside for ball 2. From Grants Pass, he'll be a senior coming up next year, a catcher and outfielder for the Cavemen during the spring season. One of 5 Grants Pass players on this Nuggets squad. He fouls away a pitch for strike 1. Grants Pass and Hidden Valley, the two teams most heavily represented on this Grants Pass Nuggets team. Crater with 4 players. And a pitch inside is going to bean Colby Dinkle.
Dinkle gets hit by a pitch.
First base runner of the second inning for the Nuggets with 1 out, 1 on. The 9-hitter Bennett Rogers standing in.
Now batting for the Nuggets.
Peyton Hope had fought his way back into that at-bat after pitching first 2 pitches. Didn't quite find the mark. That at-bat might have been set up by that first pitch when Hope tried to catch the inside corner, did not get the call. Then he fired way outside, finally got a strike across, but then beaning the hitter. He'll try to find the inside corner here against Rogers. He gets handcuffed out towards center field. Coming in, Garrett Russell with the catch, and there's 2 down. 1 pitch and an out for Peyton Hope.
Fly ball out. Number 2.
And a pitcher's best friend is that 1 pitch out. 2 down and up to the top of the lineup, Nick Bastendorf. Had a single to lead things off in the first inning for Grants Pass, but was tagged out going from second to third on a forced play. He'll try to keep things moving with a 2-out rally for the Nuggets here in the bottom of the second. Doc's already up 3-0. First pitch, strike 1 called. An 0-1 count. Bassendorf puts a charge into 1 out towards left field, going back Gillespie. He's going to chase this one out to the wall. He gets it on 1 hop. He'll throw back in. They're going to wave the runner around. The shortstop, Johnson, unable to get the ball in towards home. And a 2-out double for Nick Bassendorf. will drive in the first run of the game for Grants Pass, and they trail 3-1. That one well hit out towards left field. Gillespie didn't get a great read of it off the bat. He was twisting and turning just a little bit, but he got it quickly off the one hop off the wall and sent it back in. If Johnson out in shallow left field might have been able to get it a little bit quicker, he had to get it on the turf down there, scooped it right up. But if he had been able to get a little bit quicker, might have been able to make a play at the plate. Instead, it is a two-out double to bring in one run. Doc Stewart's ahead 3-1 now here in the bottom of the second. Peyton Hope looking for the final out. He'll get a swing and a miss. That one did not catch the bat. A little confusing there at first. Cade Kissel looked like he almost might have gotten a piece of it, and that, I think, froze the runner, Nick Bassendorf, out at second base. 0-1 count for Cade Kissel, up for his second time in the game. 1-for-1 for him so far. Oh, 0-1 pitch for the shortstop, Kissel. He hits a number out towards short, charging it in. Cody Johnson, throw over to the bag for the final out. Grants Pass able to get one back, but they can only do that. No more damage done. One run across on one hit. No Doc Stewart errors. One man left on base. Through 2 innings of play, it is a 3-1 score. Doc's in front on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score. And tonight, streaming only at 541radio.com.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper. Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Come back here for the top of the third inning. It's a 3-1 score. Doc Stewart's in front. Doc Stewart's Baseball is brought to you by optometrist Dr. Bonnie Gower. She's here to open your eyes to more options when it comes to your vision. To find out more or to schedule your appointment, call 440-2590. Leading things off will be Jonathan Stone for the Doc Stewarts. Stone's first pitch high and inside for ball one. Stone 1 for 1 in the game, had a bloop single out to right field, eventually came around to score, the second run of the game for the Docs. The 1-0 delivery. A soft liner towards short, picked up by the third baseman. Oh! Just beating Jonathan Stone to first. He stops and gives the umpire a little bit of a glare. Not happy with the call there. That one almost looked like Stone beat it out. Nate Morgan ranging in front of the shortstop, Cade Kissel. He cuts that one off. That ball would have taken a lot longer to get to Kissel. And so Morgan making the right play, and he makes a strong throw across the diamond to get the out, one away. Had a bang-bang play at first there. Zach Mandera will hit next for the Docs, and he takes the first pitch for strike one. Mandera reached on an error in the first inning. He'll hit a slow roller towards third base again. It's Morgan up with it. He'll throw to first, and this time he does so accurately. Nate Morgan, busy day so far. Let's see here. Morgan was part of a double play in the first inning. A 1-5-3 double play. Then he made two throws to first to start out the second inning. He's made two throws to first to start out the third inning as he continues to be a busy guy defensively out there for the Grants Pass Nuggets. 2 down. Ty Run facing now Cody Johnson. Cody, a 1-for-1 in the game with an RBI single, 2 RBI single out to right field. He takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Johnson driving in both Luke Lucido and Jonathan Stone to start the scoring for the Docs in the first. He gets underneath one. He's going to find the alley here. That one will get down. This looks like it could be extra bases. Cody rounding for second. He'll hustle in, and he gets in standing up. A 2-out double for the Docs Stewarts. And a 2-for-2 day going so far for Cody Johnson. He gets on with 2 outs into scoring position.
Catcher, number 9, Tyler Leichner.
Johnson, well-struck ball there, finds the left center alley. So it'll make things interesting a little bit here in the top of the third inning for Ty Rund, who has had runners on base in every inning so far. The 1-0 pitch for Leichner. Might have actually takes it to a 2-0 count here. No, I think it's a 1-0 count. There we go. Scoreboard also making the adjustment. 1-0 pitch for Leichner. Swing and a miss on an off speed. Evens the count at 1-1. Leichner had the ground ball comebacker to the mound, fielded by Rund, to start a 1-5-3 double play that finished off the first inning. Docs had runners at first and second with just 1 away at that point in time. The 1-1 pitch. Leichner out towards left field. That one heading towards the corner. That'll get down. Docs will add another run. Johnson heading in. Leichner going to second base. A head first dive. He's in. The ball did get away for a second, but backing up to play the first baseman, Cade King, able to snag it before the ball gets away. And Leichner will hold it second. Back-to-back doubles for the Docs with 2 outs here in the third inning. Has brought in another run as they've scored in every inning so far. Johnson comes around to score. And the Docs lead at 4-1 as they gain their 3-run advantage back here against Grants Pass. Still 2 down. Doran Gillespie will bat next. He grounded out in his first at-bat back in the second inning. Docs nearing a second full rotation through their lineup against Ty Rund. First pitch swinging, hard ground ball to third baseman Nate Morgan. His throw to first gets underneath the glove of Cade King. Up to third base goes Leichner. He's going to try and push it for the plate, and he'll get thrown out. Ooh, dangerous slide. That's Jacob Luther, who had come in to run for Kyler Leichner. He was thrown out by a mile, slid in, tried to slide through the legs of the catcher, and he goes right into the shin guards. Hopefully no issues there for Jacob Luther. So the courtesy runner in, thrown out, trying to take an extra base on the error at first, but the Doc Stewarts do add another run. They lead 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. You're watching Docs Baseball on 541radio.com.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper. Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Bottom of the third inning, Docs Baseball tonight is brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. Docs lead 4-1. They've scored in every inning so far. Peyton Hope with still a nice cushion to work with, looking to try and keep the advantage for the Doc Stewarts as he goes through the lineup for a second time. The 3-hitter Vinny Zavolta will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. First pitch is going to beat him, and that one he did not work to get out of the way all that much. It came inside, and it'll plunk him. Second hit batter for Peyton Hope in this ball game. Leadoff man on base for Grants Pass as they look to try and come back. They scored their only run of the game back in the second inning on a 2-out double by Nick Bastendorf. Ty Run, the pitcher, will stand in. Cleanup man. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Was left stranded on base. First pitch to him is low and outside for ball one. The 1-0 delivery coming up for Hope. Peyton slide steps in, and that one beans another batter. Third hit batter of the ball game for Peyton Hope. Back-to-back guys beaned as they lead things off here in the third inning for Grants Pass. First and second now. I was wondering if we'd see a visit out to the mound for pitching coach Tom Nielsen, but they'll leave it up to the players. No, here will come Coach Nielsen out to the mound after a visit by Kyler Leischner and Cody Johnson. Peyton Hope, so far in this game, 3 hit batters, 1 walk. He's given up 3 hits, and he has 1 strikeout in the game. He's given up just the 1 run, but he's got himself in a bit of a pickle here to start things off in the bottom of the third inning. His team leading 4-1. With a visit out to the mound, wanted to take a quick look at an update on things from the College World Series in Omaha. Still a 4-1 game in that one. Looks like they're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Oregon State trailing Arkansas. They scored 4 runs in the top of the 5th after Oregon State had scored a run in the bottom of the 2nd. Beavers with 7 hits in the game to just 3 for Arkansas, but it hasn't been enough for Oregon State so far as they look to win their 3rd national championship in program history. Visit to the mound done. 2 hit batters to start things off here in the bottom of the third for Grants Pass. They trail 4-1. Peyton Hope on the mound will face Josh Robbins, who walked in the first inning. First pitch, he'll swing and miss for strike 1. Still nobody out as the Docs will try to find a double play ball here. They've got Mandera playing in at third. Robbins obviously was not looking to bunt on his first pitch. They may change that here. Johnson holding on the runner at second. That's Caden Johnson, the second baseman. Pitch in, fouled up in the air and out of play for strike 2 against Robbins. Oh, 2 count against Robbins with runners at first and second. Peyton Hope trying to get the first out here. Would love to see a ground ball. Johnson on top of second. Caden Johnson holding the runner on. He retreats back as a ground ball now towards short. Cody to Caden to Stone. The Docs will get the double play. They much needed there. Up to third base goes Zavolta. But a 6-4-3 double play. Johnson to Johnson up the middle. That'll get the Docs to 2 outs. And they're 1 out away from trying to get out of this third inning without giving up any damage. Nate Morgan will hit. He grounded into a fielder's choice to finish off the first inning. He stands in with a man on at third. His team trailing 4-1 in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch in for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Line drive shot to left field will bring in a run. Another 2-out hit for the Nuggets, and they continue to stay in this ball game. So Nate Morgan will pick up his first hit, a line drive shot to left field. Drives in Vinny Zavolta, and it's 4-2 your score. As the Nuggets will draw back within 2 runs. They've done that in the last 2 frames. 2 down, Cade King will step in. He struck out looking in the second. 0 for 1 day for him so far. Hope will try to get the final out. Throw down at second with the runner going. Not going to be in time. At the plate, it was strike one for Cade King, but a stolen base for Nate Morgan gets him into scoring position. That would represent the third run of the game for the Nuggets, would get him back within one. 0-1 count at the plate for King, the first baseman. And Peyton Hope will step off the mound. Hope's 0-1 pitch, high into the air, shallow center field. Johnson going out. Cody will make the catch. Made it a little sketchy looking there as he reaches high. Didn't quite get out and underneath it enough, but he does make the catch for the final out. So once again, with 2 outs, the Nuggets are able to get 1 run across, but they cannot get any more. They're back to within 2. 4-2 our scores. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Docs leading against the Nuggets here on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score, and streaming with video at 541radio.com.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Top of the 4th inning, Doc Stewart's baseball here on 1490 The Score. Actually, tonight we are just online at 541radio.com. Docs lead 4-2 as Caden Johnson will lead things off. Flies one out towards right field, just into foul territory. Making the grab is the right fielder Colby Dinkle. First pitch, fly out for Caden Johnson. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game, and there's one away. Top of the 4th inning, Docs in front by 2. Tonight's game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Jed Black will stand in. He walked and scored a run in the second. He'll hit a soft liner out into shallow right field. He gets on with a base knock. 1 out single for Jed, on base twice tonight. 1 for 1 for him so far. Still Ty Rund on the mound for the for the Grants Pass Nuggets. Rund will face the lineup for a third time now as Garrett Russell will come up for his third at-bat. He's 1 for 2 so far. Docs with a run in every inning so far in this ball game. First pitch, a called strike against Russell. Grants Pass with a run in the second and in the third. Russell back in, had the RBI single in the second. Throw over to first base, Jet back in safely. The 0-1 runner going. Ground ball chopper gets over at third, over the top of the third baseman, Nate Morgan, and Jet Black didn't pick up where the ball was after he was on the move going to second base with the steal. So as he popped up out of his slide, he didn't know if he should head for third. He probably had a good chance to get in, plays it safe there. And Russell will get his second hit of the game. Just a hard chopper that bounces off of the hard turf here at Volunteer Park, over the top of Nate Morgan at third, and gets into left field. And Russell on for a second time in the game. Up to second base goes Jet Black, and hitting will be Luke Lucido, who is 0 for 1 in the game. Struck out his last time up. He hits one high in the air out towards right field. Tagging is Jet at second. He'll be on the move as the catch is made, and he'll get in just ahead of a tag.
Kobe Dinkle makes the catch for out number 2.
A second out made in right field. 0 for 2 day for Lucido.
First baseman, number 15.
Russell still at first. Tag in advance for Jet Black. And the Docs with runners on the corners but 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Jonathan Stone in there looking to try and get the Docs another run. The first pitch low and inside for ball 1. A wild pitch, could easily score a run. Deep backstop here at Volunteer Park. And now a visit out to the mound for Mike Reese, the coaching staff here for this. Mike is the head coach. I'm not sure if that's one of his other coaches heading out there to have a quick word with Ty Runn. While we have a moment, I want to let you know tonight's game brought to you by Flyway Travel. Book your travel plans with their travel experts, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue in Roseburg. Well, as we get ready for tomorrow, it'll be Game 2 of the College World Series. Beavers will be on the radio again, which means that Doc Stewart's baseball will be video stream only tomorrow for the Docs as they take on Grants Pass. If it goes to a Game 3 in the College World Series for Oregon State against Arkansas, then Thursday's game against Corvallis would also be Thursday's game against Corvallis would also be on the video stream only if the College World Series goes to 3 games. Now, after the visit to the mound, Coach Shaver's out here having a conversation with the umpires real quick. Not sure what the complaint might be for Coach Shaver. But after a quick conversation with the home plate umpire and then with the umpire out in the field behind the pitcher's mound, Shaver heads back to the dugout, stays runners on the corners with 2 down, and at the plate, Jonathan Stone with a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch, Stone in the air out towards right field. Going back is Dinkle, and he'll settle underneath it. And Grants Pass will avoid giving up a run for the first time against the Doc Stewarts here tonight. The Docs leave 2 runners stranded on base. No runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. And again, 2 men left on base. Still 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Docs leading the Grants Pass Nuggets. You're watching Docs Baseball on 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Come back, bottom of the 4th inning. Docs Baseball brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. That's Fisher's Hearth and Home. It's a 4-2 ball game. Doc Stewart's in front of the Grants Pass Nuggets as we begin Area 4 league play tonight. Peyton Hope still on the mound for the Docs. First pitch He's not happy with the no strike call as it just misses. That was over the heart of the plate and must have just been a little elevated against Colby Dinkle, who stands in. The right fielder was hit by a pitch his first time up, and another one. Strike zone shrinking a little bit here for Peyton. He finds himself behind 2-0. The 2-0 delivery gets one over and fouled away for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike now against the leadoff man Colby Dinkle, the 8-hitter in the lineup. Just wrapping up the second time through the lineup card for the Grants Pass Nuggets. Hope a quick wind and fire, and he'll miss low and outside for ball 3. The 3-1 line drive up the middle. Russell will take it in center field on a knee. Colby Dinkle gets himself on base for a second time in tonight's ball game. Game 1 of a doubleheader between the Doc Stewarts and the Grants Pass Nuggets. Area 4 play will play 4 times total against every other team in the league. And that means busy summer season coming up as we begin league play. 20 games total against the rest of the Area 4 teams. 1 on, Bennett Rogers stands in, but first to throw over to first base. Dinkle back in safely. Rogers flew out to center field in the second. And the pitch goes behind him all the way to the backstop. Up to second base will go Dinkle. He takes a wide turn but will hold. Wild pitch against Peyton Hope. Hope has beamed 3 batters in this game and walked 1. He has been effective enough, but has shown some wildness out there. Ground ball chopper up the middle. Having to sit back. Johnson will get it. Quick throw to first. Not going to be in time. Everyone's safe. Not a lot of options for Cody Johnson at short there. That one took the high hop over the middle of the infield. Johnson, all he had to do was wait for it to come down. By the time he didn't have enough time to get it to first, and Rogers will get on with a base knock. Runners on the corners now for Grants Pass. They trail 4-2. Doc's needing to get a couple of outs here. The top of the lineup, Nick Bassendorf, 2 for 2 in the game. He steps in here. Big moment for Peyton Hope and the Doc Stewarts, as Docs will start to get some action in the bullpen, it looks like. Peyton, first pitch. Check swing. Dribbler back towards the mound. Hope will fire over to first base. Up to second went Bennett Rogers, but holding at third was Colby Dinkle. And you can't ask for too much more than that. As Docs get the out and a run doesn't come in to score.
That's going to bring up shortstop.
A check swing, a bunt for Nick Bassendorf, and the first time he will not get on base. 1 away, Cade Kissel standing in. No force-out double play option here for the Doc Stewarts with runners at second and third and just 1 away. They'll look to try and create some of their own luck here. Cade Kissel, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Had a bunt single in the first. First pitch he takes for strike 1. Whoa, 1 delivery coming up. Peyton Hope trying to make it through the 4th inning, then give way to the bullpen. The 0-1 just misses outside despite the best efforts of Kyler Leischner behind the plate to try and frame that one up. Shadows starting to creep out behind home and down the first base side here in Volunteer Park as the sun's starting to make its way towards the horizon. A 1-1 count for Cade Kissel. Hope checks second. A big lead out there for the left fielder Bennett Rogers, who had a huge lead at second, and that does get Peyton Hope to step off the mound and watch the runner move back. Neither middle infielder holding the runner on at a second, but stepping off again. Peyton Hope not happy with the setup. His 1-1 pitch out of the stretch, inside, goes to a 2-1 count. just missing Cade Kissel on that inside edge. Docs lead 4-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. But Grants Pass threatening with the game-tying run at second. 2-1 pitch from Hope. It's outside, gets away from Leischner. His throw to the plate. Will they get the tag down? They do! And the Docs will get it out at home. Oh, no, they're going to change the call and say he's safe as Peyton Hope lost the baseball, and out will come head coach Scott Shaver. And now Coach Shaver is going to try and plead his case here as to whether or not the out should have been made. And now he is going to be able to make the appeal to get the umpires to come together to have a conversation on this one. The throw was there. The tag was down. The question will be whether or not Peyton Hope held on to the baseball long enough to make the tag at home. After the collision, he came up, and now the umpire is telling Coach Scott Shaver to head back to his dugout. After the tag was made, there was kind of some contact, maybe a little bit of verbal jarring between Hope and the runner, Colby Dinkle. And as Hope was heading back to the mound, the baseball was sitting on home. Umpires still confirming out in front of the mound between home and the rubber. And the call is going to be that he was safe.
The call is safe.
So wild pitch will bring in the runner Colby Dinkle to make it a 4-3 score in favor of Grants Pass on the game-tying run at third base. It's a 3-1 count for the hitter Cade Kissel. At third, it's Bennett Rogers. Now the Doc Stewarts, their lead has been trimmed down to just one. First pitch. It's a tapper back in front of the mound. Hope will get it again. He'll throw to first to get the second out. That is twice that there has been a swinging bunt back in front of the plate. And Peyton Hope has been able to make the play twice. Two down.
Center fielder, number 4, Vinny Zavolta.
And Vinny Zavolta will step in, trying to keep the inning going. The Nuggets have had a 2-out base hit to bring in a run in the last 2 innings. Can they do it again here in the fourth to tie this one up? Zavolta 0 for 1 in the game. He was hit by a pitch his last time up back in the third. Quick fire in for Peyton Hope, and he misses low for ball 1. One runner at third, 1 run in already here in the fourth. 4-3 is our score. Doc still in the lead. Line drive shot, gets into center. We got a tie ball game. Cody Johnson is short, didn't have much of a chance to get to that one, and Zavolta will drive in the game-tying run.
That's going to be cleanup man and pitcher.
With 2 outs, another base knock for the Nuggets, keep them in this ball game. Bennett Rogers scores, and we are all knotted at 4. Docs jumped out to the 3-0 lead in the top of the second, but Grants Pass has fought their way back, scoring 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. And the first pitch to tie run beans him for a second time. He'll head on down to first. Up to second base goes Zavolta. And out to the mound is heading head coach Scott Shaver. I think we're going to have our first call to the pen, brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. We'll see how this goes here on the visit, but it looks like the day done for Peyton Hope. He almost got out of it. He was on the edge throughout much of this contest. Almost found his way out of this one, but will not. He'll head to the dugout as Brody Black will come into pitch. We'll have all the details for you when we come back after this 60-second break. A Shelby and Migulena Construction call to the pen for the Doc Stewarts here in the bottom of the fourth of a tie ball game, 4-4, here on 541radio.com.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Okay.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Bottom of the fourth inning, we've had our first call to the pen, brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction, your local leaders for any project, big or small. 30 years of quality, affordable work. Call Shelby and Migulena or visit their website, webuildhouses.com. Peyton Hope exits the game with it tied 4-4. Brody Black will enter. First pitch he offers up is ripped foul down the left field line for strike one against Josh Robbins, who is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grants Pass Nuggets have runners at first and second. Those go to Peyton Hope. If either one scores to give Grants Pass the lead, Hope would be on hook for the loss. As a breaking ball just misses for a 1-1 count for Brody. Peyton is hoping that Brody Black can get the Docs out of this one without giving up the lead, and then he would have the opportunity to get a no decision in his start here against the Nuggets. A swing and a miss for strike two. A 1-2 pitch coming up for Brody Black, trying to finish off the fourth inning. Off speed, fouled away. It stays a 1-2 count. Both runners were going. Brody will come set. The 1-2 pitch with two down. Runners at first and second. Caden Johnson holding the runner on. Off speed, high. 2-2 count. Runners both going on the last pitch. If they had tried it again, might have had an opportunity to try and throw out a runner at third base for Leishner, but that pitch didn't work out for him. 2-2 in the dirt. Leishner digs it out behind the dish. Goes to a full count. Full count pitch coming up here. Runners will be going with two outs. Josh Robbins at the plate. The 3-2 pitch. Low for ball four, and the bases are loaded. With two away. A big inning brewing here for Grants Pass. They've got 2 runs in already. First time with a crooked number up on the board.
Now batting for the Nuggets, third baseman number 7.
Brody Black is going to try to keep the runners from coming in to score. First pitch coming up for Nate Morgan, who's 1 for 2. Swings and fouls the first pitch down the left field side. That'll be strike one here against Morgan, facing Brody Black. Brody comes in this season. Again, I don't have full stats on everybody right now. Brody has 1 save to his record, and that's the only decision he's gotten in on, is a pitch low and away. Goes to a 1-1 count now for Nate Morgan. The 1-1 pitch, line drive. It's a Grants Pass lead. The Nuggets score 1. They're sending the second run to the plate. Throw going to go to third. It will not get there in time. Now that'll be a double for Nate Morgan.
That's going to score 2 more for the
Scores 2 runs for Grants Pass, and they now lead 6-4 on top of the Doc Stewarts. Josh Robbins goes first to third. And that will put Peyton Hope on the hook for the loss at the moment. 6-4 the score in favor of the Nuggets. Still 2 outs here in the fourth inning. 9th hitter to the plate. Brody Black trying to get the Docs out of this without giving up any more. First pitch swinging fouled away for Cade King. Oh, 1 pitch now. Ground ball to short. Off the heel of the glove for Cody Johnson. And the error will keep the game going, and another run comes in for the Nuggets.
Cade reaches on error, but we have another run score.
E6. That'll be the first error of the ball game for the Doc Stewarts. And the Docs will continue to try and find their way out of things here in this fourth inning. Now a total of 5 runs in for Grants Pass. They lead 7-4. One bad inning getting the Docs in the trailing position. So they bat through the lineup. 10th hitter to the plate for Grants Pass here in the 4th inning. Hitting for a second time will be Colby Dinkle. Back up to the plate. Dinkle here in this 4th inning reached on a single to lead things off and came around to score on a wild pitch. His first offering from Brody Black outside for ball 1. So this has been a tough one here. 4 hits in the frame for Grants Pass so far. A hit batter, a walk, a couple of wild pitches, and an error as a strike in. Evens things up at 1-1 here against Dinkle. One pitch. Breaking ball, hit third base side foul. That one sat on the inside corner for Brody and got him to go after it. Dinkle just getting a piece of it, fouling it away. Chance to get out of it here with a 1-2 pitch coming up. Brody delivers outside. Almost got him to chase after it. Goes to a 2-2 count. Brody Black facing his 4th batter. Two-two pitch coming up for Brody. Gets a swing and a miss. Foul tip actually in the glove for strike 3. That will finish it off. Doc Stewart's, though, give up a big inning to the Nuggets, and they now lead 7-4 as we head to the top of the 5th inning on CBS Sports Radio. 1490 The Score and streaming with video at 541radio.com.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
To the top of the 5th.
Well, it's a whole new ball game now as Grants Pass has stormed back to take a 7-4 lead on top of the Doc Stewarts with 5 runs there in the bottom of the 4th. Tie run now with the chance to pick up a win. His first pitch, though, over the top of the head of Zach Mandera. He ducks out of the way and takes for ball 1. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Mandera fouls one up and behind home for strike 1. 1-1 count for the Doc Stewart's cleanup hitter. Zach is 0 for 2 in the ball game, reached on an error in the first inning. Docs trailing 7-4 as we start the later half of this first game of our doubleheader. Pitch in the dirt, gets by the catcher, Josh Robbins. 2-1 count. Nobody throwing in either bullpen at the moment. We have had one change so far. Peyton Hope comes out of the game after throwing 3 2/3 innings. Another foul ball for Mandera, up in the air and out of play. Evens up his count at 2-2. Good crowd showing up here tonight for this Area 4 opener for both squads. At the dish, Zach Mandera, a 2-2 pitch coming up. Breaking ball, he's out in front of it. Stays in there with the 2-2 count. Got a score update from one of our other games going on here tonight in Area 4. The only other game, Medford at Klamath Falls. Foul ball again for Mandera, headed back the same direction. Stays a 2-2 count. Medford, let's see here. I forgot how far into the game it was. Game 1, I think this is probably final. Medford wins 20-3 on top of Klamath Falls. Mandera again in the air, this time out in the shallow left field. This could be trouble. Ooh, almost overrunning it, but a nice play in shallow left field for the shortstop. Cade Kissel able to make the play. He almost overran that one, but he snags it out of the air. And there's one down. Docs trailing by 3 now, looking to cut into this.
Number 12, Cody Johnson.
Docs need to just try and get a little bit at a time, as Cody Johnson, who's 2 for 2 in the ball game, steps in, and the first pitch high and away. Johnson with a single and a double. He scored a run and drove in 2. He'll hit a one-hopper to third to throw high, but plenty of time to come down on the bag for Cade King. And there's 2 away. Well, the Docs got to fight complacency here after giving up a tough inning. You want to come back and try and battle a little bit, see if you can get any of it back. And right now, Docs down to their final out here in the 5th inning. Kyler Leischner in. First pitch swinging for him. Well struck out to left field, but right to Bennett Rogers. And unfortunately, that's not the way that you want to respond to a big inning by the other team. Docs go down in order, 1, 2, 3. First time that Tyler Runn has been able to get the Docs in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is a 7-4 score in favor of Grants Pass. You're watching Docs Baseball on 541radio.com.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper. Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Doc Stewart's trailing 7-4 against the Grants Pass Nuggets, who have stormed back with their 5-run 4th inning to take the lead for the first time in the series. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by Clinton Newell Auto Group, your local Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Toyota dealer.
He'll face left fielder number 1, Bennett Rogers.
Brody Black will stay in the game for the Doc Stewarts. He took over for Peyton Hope, who pitched 3 2/3 innings. Ended up giving up enough runs to be on the hook for the loss, as the first pitch is low for ball 1. Against the 9-hitter Bennett Rogers, who is 1 for 2 in the game. Line drive shot gets into left field. Left center, it'll be the center fielder Garrett Russell that comes to get it.
Bennett with a base hit.
On the mound, Brody Black has given up 2 hits now. Lead-off hit here in the 5th inning for the Nuggets. Gets him a man on. Nobody out. Nick Bassendorf will step in, 2 for 3 today for him. Hits with 1 on and nobody out. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Shadows all around home plate, and enough of a shadow to basically cover the rubber on the mound. Parts of the mound still in the sun, where Brody Black pretty much standing in shadows. At the plate, they're standing in shadows. Makes for an interesting look to things here from Volunteer Park. As the night starts to wear on, the lights will start to kick in here. Brody Black out there with a man at first, looking for a ground ball here. The first pitch, runner going. No throw from Leischner as he can't handle the baseball. A 1-1 count now. At the plate for Nick Bastendorf. One ball, one strike. Man at second base with nobody out. Brody misses outside, and the wild pitch will move the runner up to third base. Things starting to unravel a bit here for the Doc Stewarts in the late stages of Game 1 of our doubleheader. Two balls, one strike here against the leadoff man, Nick Bastendorf, up for a fourth time in the game. He'll take outside for ball 3. Hitting with nobody out and an opportunity to drive in another run for the Nuggets with a man standing at third. A 3-1. And it was either ball 4 or it hit him. We'll give him a walk, I believe.
Looked like he was plunked, but in any case, it's ball 4. That's a walk.
They didn't throw up as if it was a dead ball, so I think that is going to be a walk. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Cade Kissel will stand in, 1 for 3 today. Out to the mound, Tom Nielsen to have a conversation with Brody Black. Got Bennett Rogers on at third. And we're going to get a call to the pen. Coach Nielsen will make the switch. He brings in a new man for the Doc Stewarts here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score right now, 7-4. Doc's trailing against Grants Pass. We'll tell you all about the new man on the mound when we return after this 60-second break here on 541radio.com.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper. It's cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
2 winners tonight, so we're going to have 2 tickets.
Back after another Shelby and Migulena construction call to the pen for the Doc Stewarts. Brody Black pitches a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits. Right now he'd be credited with 1 unearned run, although he has given up the 2 runners that are on base right now. Those would go to his total. Walked 2 and struck out 1. And Brody Black comes out of the game, and Noah Burke will take over. Noah Burke on the mound for the Doc Stewarts here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Doc's trailing 7-4. Noah Burke has not factored into a decision so far in this season. He'll come out of the bullpen, maybe looking to pick up his first win of the year if the Docs can come back in this one. 7-4 again the score, bottom of the 5th inning. Nobody out, runners at first and third for Grants Pass. Not an easy situation for Noah Burke to come into. He will face off against Cade Kissel, the number 2 hitter. First pitch. In for a strike, it pops off the glove for Leischner, and taking second base will be Bastendorf, seeing the opening. Bastendorf will move on down to second on the pass ball. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Grants Pass. Infield will come in on the grass. Ground ball, third base side. Mandera looks the runner back, will throw over, and the Docs will get an out. 1 away. So Cade Kissel grounds out. He is now 1 for 4.
That'll bring up number 4, Vinny Zavolta.
Good defense there behind Noah Burke to be able to help him out. Vinny Zavolta will step in, 1 for 2 today for him. He scored twice as an RBI. He was hit by a pitch in the third. Noah's first pitch misses for ball 1. Popped out of the glove again for Leischner. Not sure the issues that he might be having on why he keeps losing the baseball. That one in the dirt goes behind him. The runners will hold. 2 balls, no strikes now for Vinny Zavolta. Brief meeting on the mound for Leischner and Burke, but also the Johnson brothers meeting on the infield grass as well. The 2-0 pitch, off speed, comes across for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Inside, just a little bit too far. 3 balls and a strike now for Noah Burke against Vinny Zavolta. Burke will try and get one across here and avoid loading the bases. He does. He gets strike 2. Breaking ball catch in the inside corner, and it'll be a full count with 1 out. Runners at second and third. They do not have to go anywhere. Of course, just 1 away. Huge lead out at second for Nick Bassendorf with the infield playing in on the grass. And a foul tip will keep the at-bat alive for Zavolta. Well, the Docs are down to their final 6 outs. They'll have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up in the 6th inning. They trail by 3 at the moment, despite taking an early 3-0 lead. Full count pitch from Noah. A line drive out towards center field. Long run for Russell. He won't get there in time. 2 runs will score. Heading for third. Zavolta is going to try and get in with the triple, and he will. Vinny Zavolta gets a triple, his second hit of the game. Russell was playing towards left field, shading that way for the pole hitter, and that ball goes more towards right center, and Russell was out of position and couldn't get there in time. Not out of position by any fault of his own. I think they were playing defensively for Zavolta to pull the ball. And that one, he just finds the open alley on the right side of center to drive in 2 more runs for Grants Pass. They lead now 9-4. First pitch misses now for Tyler Rund. So 2 more runs come in to the total of Brody Black. Ball fouled away by Rund. It will get out of play. Let's take a look-see here. Brody Black, in a third of an inning worked, he gave up 3 runs and 2 of them were earned. That's not going to do well for his ERA. A 1-1 count at the plate right now for Ty Rund with a man at third and 1 away, and Rund will get beamed for a 3rd straight time.
Wow.
Ty Rund is 0 for 1 in the game. He has been beamed 3 times. He gets on at first, and runners are on the corners with 1 away. So this game has escaped the Docs just a bit here. A lot of confidence building early on, but things have gotten away from them in the 4th and the 5th inning. Docs gave up 5 runs in the 4th. They've given up 2 so far here in the 5th. And a pitch in for a called strike, but a stolen base up to second base will go run. 2 men in scoring position now. It eliminates the double play option up the middle. At the dish, Josh Robbins with an 0-1 count. Another ball gets away. It's another strike, though. (0-2) count. After the swing and a miss there for Robbins. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Pitch outside. A ball and 2 strikes now. Robbins 0 for 1 in the game with 2 walks. He has scored a run. Grounded into a double play in the 3rd inning. Docs would love a double play here to get out of this 5th. A swing and a miss for a strikeout. Noah Burke thought it might have been out number 3. It's only out number 2. That'll be the 2nd strikeout of the game for a Docs pitcher. Make it a 3rd strikeout of the game for a Docs pitcher. Each one with 1 strikeout so far. Noah Burke getting a Joe's Towing strikeout. Don't strike out when you get stuck. Call Joe's Towing, your local professionals. 2 down, and Nate Morgan will bat next. First pitch, a called strike, to the amazement of some of the fans here at Volunteer Park. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And Noah Burke has quickly got himself to an 0-2 count against Nate Morgan, who is 2 for 3 in this game. Burke trying to wrap things up here in the 5th. Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 runs in so far. 2 men in scoring position for Grants Pass, and they lead 9-4 at the moment. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Noah Burke delivers the 1-2, a swing and a miss in the dirt. Up with it, Leischner will throw down to first to get the out. Noah Burke comes in, he gets 2 strikeouts, and he gets the Docs out of the 5th inning. But 2 runs come in off of Brody Black, and the Docs Stewarts trail 9-4. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Docs need some sort of momentum here on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score, streaming with video at 541radio.com.
At Brooke Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brooke Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brooke Communications.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Top of the 6th inning coming up. Doc Stewart's baseball here on 1490 The Score, usually. I just, old habits die hard, I guess. Tonight we are streaming solely at 541radio.com on the 1490 The Score homepage as we bring you Doc's baseball. Doc's looking for a late comeback. They've had the few of those this season. They trail 9-4. Doran Gillespie will try and get things started against Ty Rund, who was struggling early, but he has now got plenty to work with. First pitch, ground ball to short. Up with it is Kissel, and he'll beat the throw to first, or he'll beat the runner to first with the throw. And Doran Gillespie will go down 0 for 3 in the ball game so far. Rund has done a nice job for the Docs against the Doc Stewarts getting ground outs. There's been quite a few of those. And most of them going to the left side of the infield. Caden Johnson in, 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch, strike one. Four runs for the Doc Stewarts on 7 hits, 1 error. As a breaking ball misses for a 1-1 count. For Grants Pass, 9 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors for the Nuggets. The 1-1 is fouled off by Caden. Johnson now with a 1-2 count. He has grounded out to third and flown out to right field. Ty Rund has now worked into the 6th inning. Line drive out towards left field, coming in. Off the glove for Bennett Rogers in left. That's the Sun field. Not sure if the sun had something to do with that one, or maybe just got a little too relaxed out there. But an error on the left fielder will get the Docs their first base runner since back in the 4th inning. 1 on with 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
That's going to bring up right fielder, number 16, Jet Black.
Jed Black will bat next, 1 for 1 today with a walk and a single. Takes the first pitch for strike one. This is the 3rd time through the lineup for the Docs as we finish out the 6th inning. If a double play would go through here, Ty Rund would be doing pretty good. Pitch outside for a 1-1 count. Let's see. Docs would make it through the lineup 3 times in 6 innings. Perfect game would be 2 times through 6 innings. So not doing too bad on the day for Ty Rund if he is able to get the Docs ground into an inning double play. But, of course, we're not looking for that here. Off the bat of Jet Black. He'll take a breaking ball. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike against him. Oh, we'll get a Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Check in on Oregon State, who is looking to pick up a comeback win in the College World Series. Bring that score up for you and have it here. It is the game's on the radio right now on 1490 on the AM dial. 2 balls and a strike against Jet, and he'll get beamed. First hit batter for Ty Rund. Maybe, I doubt he did it on purpose, but he's been beamed 3 times, so he probably doesn't feel too terrible about it. So with 1 out, you've got runners at first and second. An error and a hit by pitch have put runners on for the Docs. Top of the lineup, Garrett Russell, 2 for 3 in the game with an RBI and 2 singles. First pitch for Russell, strike one. They're headed into the bottom of the 9th in that College World Series game. 0-1 delivery for Russell. Breaking ball misses. 1-1 count. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update, offering a wide range of high-quality lumber, plywood, and building-related materials. Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for over 90 years. The score from the College World Series Game 1, 4-1, still in favor of Arkansas. Ball out to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. They're going to send the runner from second home to come in to score. The ball got away from the left fielder. Up to third base will go Jet. Caden scores from second, and the Docs get 1 run back. A base knock for Garrett Russell, then an error in left field. Second error of the inning for Bennett Rogers. And the Doc Stewarts have 2 in scoring position, and they get 1 back, trailing by 4 now, 9-5.
Now batting for Roseburg.
So base hit with an error. That ball must have had some spin on it. Luke Lucido looking for his first hit of the game, and this would be an opportune time to get it. He'd get a ground ball towards short. Nate Morgan kind of made it look more difficult than needed. He'll get the out at first, though. Lucido goes down with the second out. Docs do get another run across. Jet Black comes in to score. Up to third base goes Garrett Russell. Docs get 2 here in the 6th. They trail 9-6 at the moment. So 2 outs, Jonathan Stone will hit. First pitch, Stone in the air to center field. Going back is Zavolta, and he'll make the catch for the final out. That'll wrap things up here in the 6th inning, but the Docs do some damage. They get 2 runs across, and they trailed 9-6 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening and watching Docs Baseball at 541radio.com.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
A very good evening to everyone out there in the World Wide Web. Tonight's game coming at you online only, while the Oregon State Beavers look to try and win Game 1 of the College World Series. We'll check on that one. The game, of course, on the radio at 1490 The Score. We'll check on that one to see if the Beavers have a late rally to try and come back against the Arkansas Razorbacks in Game 1 of the World Series. Here at Volunteer Park in Grants Pass, the Doc Stewarts trail 9-6, getting a couple runs back there in the top of the 6th inning. Gabe Burke will stand in, and the first pitch fouled back by Cade King. I think I might have said Gabe Burke there. Noah Burke is on the mound. Noah coming on in relief in the 5th inning for Brody Black. Throwing from the shadows, he'll miss high and away for ball 1. Most of the infield in the shadows. Selections at shortstop still in the sun. 1-1 pitch. Inside corner called for strike 2. One-two delivery for Burke. Ground ball left side. Diving for it. Unable to make the play. Cody Johnson will keep it from getting too deep into left field, but a base hit there for Cade King, his first of the game. And a man on with nobody out for Grants Pass. Johnson doing a nice job diving for that ball, but even if he comes up with it cleanly, I don't know if he has a play at first. Deep in the hole at short. One on, nobody out. The 8-hitter, Colby Dinkle, is scheduled to hit. First pitch is called for strike 1. That will be a new hitter, it looks like. Trey Frodge standing in to hit. He'll foul one off. Gives him an 0-2 count. So Colby Dinkle comes out. Trey Frodge gets the chance to hit. 9-6 the score in favor of Grants Pass here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-2 pitch in the air. Jet Black long run out in right field into foul territory. And he doesn't come up with it. Trey Frodge from Crater High School, graduating in the class of 2018. So an 0-2 count remains. No balls, 2 strikes against the pinch hitter, Trey Frodge. Noah Burke's delivery, line drive, comebacker up the middle, gets through. Burke stabbing at it as it gets by him shoulder high. He gives up the base hit, and out to the mound comes head coach Scott Shaver. Docs are within 3. They'd like to avoid giving up any more runs to Grants Pass, and they will make the change. It's another call to the pen. 4th pitcher up for the Doc Stewarts. It'll be right fielder Jet Black. When we come back after this call to the pen, brought to you by Shelby and Migulana Construction, you're watching Docs Baseball on 1490 The Score.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Bottom of the 6th inning after another call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Migulana Construction. Doc Stewarts will bring Jet Black to the mound to take over for Noah Burke. And out in right field will go Jacob Luther. Luther will take over for Black in right field. So we'll see the new pitcher on the mound. Jet Black comes in. He is, let's see, this season for Jet. Jet's 0-1 on the year with, well, I guess he does not have a save as of yet. So Jet will come in looking for his first win on the year, but he's going to need some help from the offense. He'll inherit 2 runners on base with nobody out, first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch, a offer at a breaking ball in the dirt, trying to bunt is Bennett Rogers. Squaring again to bunt will be Rogers. The 0-1 pitch, he bunts in the air, third base side, fielded by Jet. His throw to first will get the out there. Both runners move up 90 feet.
Bennett's bunt moves the runners up.
So a sac bunt laid down by Rogers.
Runners at second and third now.
1 away, and
that's going to bring up leadoff
back to the top of the lineup now for the Nuggets.
Nick Bastendorf.
Nick Bassendorf, 2 hits in this game. He's 2 for 3. Walked in the 5th inning and scored a run. First pitch to him is high from Jet, and it's a 1-0 count. Out at third base, Cade King, Trey Frodge, the pinch hitter. Out at second, 1 away, a 9-6 score in favor of Grants Pass. Docs trying to keep it a 3-run deficit to see if they can come back and win late. The 1-0 pitch, and that is yet another hit batter for the Doc Stewarts. Nick Bassendorf will get Bean to load the bases. Oh, let's see here.
That's going to bring up shortstop.
6 hit batters in this game. Noah Burke had 1. And now Jet Black with 1. Brody Black, the only pitcher not to hit a batter in this game. 6 total. So the bases are loaded. Cade Kissel is the scheduled hitter. First pitch to Kissel. The shortstop is outside for ball one. Kissel 1 for 4 in the contest. He has grounded out in his last 3 at-bats after reaching on a bunt single in the first. He has not hit one out of the infield. Takes a called strike. Evens up his count at 1-1. That bunt single in the first, it was borderline, charging in Zach Mandera at third. If he had gloved it cleanly and made a throw, it all would have had to be perfect to get the runner, so I gave him a hit in the first inning on the bunt that he was trying to lay down for a sacrifice. 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss out of Kissel, 4 strike 2. Docs with their final 3 outs will have Mandera, Cody Johnson, and Kyler Leishner due up in the top of the 7th inning, trying to come back from the 9-6 deficit at the moment. The 1-2 pitch, another swing and a miss, and there is a Joe's towing strikeout for Jet Black. He picks up the second out of the frame. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Bases still loaded. A big strikeout there for the Docs. And Vinny Zavolta will stand in. Zavolta had a triple in the 5th inning to score 2 runs. He's got 3 RBI total, had an RBI single in the 4th. He has scored twice and been on base every time he's been up to bat. First pitch to him, breaking ball for strike 1. So Noah Burke came in the 5th inning, got all 3 outs, got 1 out. No, he didn't get an out here in the 6th. So Burke pitched just 1 inning for the Docs before coming out of the game. Swing, and it pops off the glove for Leishner. Not a foul ball. That one a swing and a miss, but nobody able to advance. So no harm done on the ball that goes out of the glove for Docs catcher Kyler Leishner. 0-2 count. Jet Black looking to finish off this frame. Keep it a 3-run game. The 0-2. Ground ball comebacker goes off the glove for Jet. He's got to get to it. Throw to first. No, it won't get the out at first base. Jet knocked it down. Did a nice job to recover and get to the baseball. But his throw is not going to get there in time. And it'll be an infield single for another RBI for Vince Zavolta. And he scores Cade King from third. It makes it 10-6 now in favor of Grants Pass. Base is still loaded with 2 away. That almost was perfect, but Jet just couldn't get to the baseball quick enough. So the base is loaded. Ty Rund will hit. He's been beamed 3 times in this game. First pitch swinging. It goes foul down the third base side. Ty Rund is anxious to try and get a chance to actually hit. He had reached on a fielder's choice in the first and then has been beamed 3 straight times. The 0-1 pitch. The breaking ball misses low and inside. Docs Baseball tonight has been brought to you by Dr. Alanson Randall. For new patients, mention the code PERFECTSMILE and receive a free exam and x-rays. 1-1 pitch from Jet. Breaking ball. Too much that time. It curves outside to go to a 2-1 count. Well, it'll be Jet Black to pick up the win if the Docs can come back and get the lead in the 7th. They'll need 4 runs to tie, 5 to take the lead as the pitch misses low and inside. And now Ty Rund with a 3-1 count. Got to wonder if they give him a green light. Expecting one right down the middle for him to try and tee off on. Bases loaded, 2 down, the 3-1 pitch. He does take a strike. Jet getting one on the outside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Make that 2 strikes. Full count with 2 down. The runners will be going on the delivery to the plate. Jet kicks and fires and misses for ball 4. Another run comes in, and the 2 runs the Docs got in the top of the 6th have been erased.
That'll score a run.
Grants Pass gets them back. Trey Frage comes in to score. Up to third goes Bassendorf. To second goes Zavolta. And it's 11-6. Docs will need 5 in the 7th to tie and 6 to take the lead. Josh Robbins will hit. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Robbins is 0 for 2 in the game. 2 walks, a strikeout, and a ground into a double play. Pitch outside. Leishner will knock it down. Chases the baseball. 1-1 count. So the final line on Noah Burke after the call to the pen. 1 inning worked. Gave up 3 hits. 2 runs, both earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts. And a hit batter. Is another pitch in the dirt for Jet. Goes to a 2-1 count now against Josh Robbins. Robbins kind of the enigma on this team. He comes from North Medford High School. Obviously not in this region. There are some rules about legislating when guys can play elsewhere. As he gets one high in the air out towards right field. Diving for it. Russell can't get there. Backing up the play. Luther will overrun it for a moment. A double will clear the bases for Josh Robbins. His first hit of the game brings in 3 more. And that almost ends the game early. As Grants Pass nearing a 10-run victory. They're now up 14-6 and would need 2 more runs to make it a 10-run mercy rule, despite this game being close at many times. 3 runs come in. Nick Bassendorf scoring, Vinny Zavolta, and Ty Rund. The catcher will get a courtesy runner out at second base. First pitch swinging for Nate Morgan. Fouls it away. Well, this one has gotten away from the Doc Stewarts, to say the least. The 0-1 pitch, and it just misses Morgan on the inside. 1-1 count. One delivery from Jet, and it's fouled back into the netting here at Volunteer Park. A ball and 2 strikes. Jet Black now 1 strike away from finishing off this 6th inning. Another big one for Grants Pass. We knew they could put up some offense. They have done so here today in game 1. 1-2 pitch. Jet checks second. Line drive shot goes foul down the third base side. A ball and 2 strikes. 9th hitter to the plate here in the 6th inning. Noah Burke started it. Jet Black has come on in relief. Jacob Luther took over in right field. At the plate, Nate Morgan hitting. Swing, that one in the air out towards left field. Didn't get a great read on it. Charging in. Won't get there in time. Gillespie will fire it in, trying to get the runner at second, and then it'll be just too late. Nate Morgan will get in with a double and scores another run. It was Cameron Allison, I believe. That's the Cameron Allison who scores as the courtesy runner from second. And it is now 15-6.
First baseman, number 21, Cade King.
And 1 more run, and Grants Pass could end it here in the 6th inning. Docs were needing 3 runs to tie this game as we started this 6th. But a huge inning has come across for Grants Pass, most of it with 2 outs, and they are close to running away with a victory here. Cade King bats for a second time. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Takes a strike there. 1-1 count now for King. That ball in the air to left field. Doran Gillespie, he didn't get a great read on it, trying to read it out of the shadows out into left field. They play a lot of tricks on you. This pitch misses inside, 2-1 count. This is not necessarily a favorite place to play for Scott Shaver through the years. As a 2-1 pitch, too far inside, goes to a 3-1 count. Obviously, the quality of the opponent has something to do with that, but the field itself, he's not all that fond of it. 3-1 pitch coming up, and high for ball 4, and Jet will walk another batter.
King works the walk.
So Jet will give up the walk to Cade King. Visit out to the mound for Kyler Leichner. And the Docs, this one it feels deflated. It feels like this one has gotten away. I mean, it's gotten away from them, but it feels like they've conceded this one in their minds, and they are just waiting for this game to be over. And that is something that head coach Scott Shaver has wanted to avoid. Not wanting his team to be a team that gives up out there and rolls over. This one has definitely gotten away from them, but like to still see some fight out there as a ball outside goes a 1-0 count here against Trey Frodge, who will get to hit for a second time after making a pinch hit appearance earlier this inning. He had a single up the middle. He's 1 for 1. He'll foul off a pitch. Frodge was the last batter to face Noah Burke before he was lifted out of the game. So he'll be the last batter to face Jet Black for the first time here in the 6th. A 1-1 pitch with 2 away. It's in the dirt. Runners at first and second. Our score 15-6. 6 runs across here in this 6th inning. Ball out towards center field. Garrett Russell will make the grab, and that'll wrap things up. The Docs will avoid the 10-run mercy rule, and now they come up to hit, needing 9 to tie, 10 to take a lead. We'll see what they've got in store for us as we head to the top of the 7th inning here on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score, and we've got the video streaming tonight at 541radio.com.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Grants Pass All-Stars wanted to say thank you, everybody, for donating money to the 50-50 record.
Woohoo! Let's hear it for those 50-70 All-Stars.
We start the 7th inning. Doc Stewart's trailing 15-6. Ty Run looking for the complete game victory against the Docs. He'll face Zach Mandera to lead things off in the first pitch. For a second time in this ball game, Zach Mandera has had to duck out of the way of a pitch high near the head. The 1-0 pitch. He gets jammed just a bit. That one, a pop fly on the infield. It's taken by the pitcher. 1 away as Ty Run will make the grab on the infield grass. The Doc Stewarts now turn to Cody Johnson. Johnson with 2 hits in this game. Double and a single. He drove in 2 and has scored a run. He'll take high for ball 1. Well, it has not been the start to league play the Docs were hoping for. They'll see if they can earn a split here on the road, which would be a successful trip, although this one might have been a little bit Not sure what the delay here is at the plate. And it looks like behind the plate, Josh Robbins wanted catcher's interference call. I don't know what he wanted. Might have been trying to call there. A 1-0 pitch, line drive, and it'll get into left center. Cody Johnson will pick up his third hit of the game. Johnson making a case for tonight's player of the game.
Catcher number 9, Tyler Leischner.
The player of the game will be brought to you by Roseburg Refrigeration, as we'll talk about that during our Roseburg Disposal post-game show. So Johnson picking up his third hit. Second single of the game. Pitch in the dirt for Leischner. Docs trailing at 15-6 here in the 7th inning. Ty runs fastball low and outside for a 2-0 count. Now the Docs have put up 10 runs in a single inning once this season. Might be a little bit to ask them to do it here again. That was against Siskiyou in their first game from the Grant Smith Woodbat tournament in Eugene a couple of weeks ago. Strike across against Leischner. 2 balls and a strike against the Docs catcher, who is 1 for 3. Had a RBI double back in the third. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Docs have been on the road quite a bit and looking forward to get back at home at Legion Field. They've been on the road for their last 9 games. Runner going from first, check swing, it's in the dirt. Robbins up with it. And he just threw it back to the mound. Didn't even want to. No, they're going to say, okay. No run down to first for Leischner. Leischner was all the way down to first. No throw to the bag for the catcher, Josh Robbins, but he must have known, no, can't do that. Out to second base went Cody Johnson. Foul ball back up and behind home for Doran Gillespie. 2 outs now with a man in scoring position, but the Docs need more than just that. Gillespie puts a ball in play. It'll get into shallow left field. They're going to send Johnson around third. Heading to the plate. The throw cut off. And a run will score for the Doc Stewarts. Doran Gillespie will pick up his first hit of the game and an RBI. Scoring from second base, Cody Johnson. Second run of the game for him. 15-7 your score. Pitch in the dirt for Caden Johnson. Up to second base goes Doran Gillespie. No real effort for Grant's pass, it seemed. Ball fouled away. Caden Johnson with a 1-1 count. Still looking for his first hit of the day. He reached on an error in the 6th inning by the left fielder. Came around to score that frame. 1-1 pitch. Got handcuffed. And he hits one down the third base side for strike 2. Tried to pull back, but at that point his hands were too far out there, and the pitch inside just collides with the bat for the foul ball. A 1-2 pitch from Rund with 2 away, and that ball out to left field is going to get down. They're going to send Gillespie around third. He's heading to the plate. The Docs will score another run here in the 7th. Another 2-out rally for him. Third hit of the frame. Gillespie scores from second. Picking up an RBI is Caden Johnson. The Docs making a little run of it here. Still down by 7. It'll be the 9-hitter, Jet Black. Now the pitcher. He'll take strike 1 in his first pitch from Ty Run. Fourth trip to the plate for Jet against Ty. He is 1 for 1, been hit by a pitch and walked. He'll take for ball 1. 1-1 count. Well, the Docs trying to make it a little interesting. We still have a long ways to go here, and they'll have to do it all with 2 outs against them. The 1-1 for Jet. He gets jammed. That one in foul territory. First base side. It'll fall for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes against Jet Black. 2 down, top of the 7th. Docs trailing at 15-8. The 1-2 pitch, softly hit right side. It'll drop in for another base hit. Johnson will hold at second. So Docs continue to just dink and dunk here.
Base hit for Black.
In the 7th inning.
That's going to bring up center field.
Ty Run maybe starting to wear out a bit here, and the Docs going through the lineup for the 3rd time fully. They'll head to the top of the lineup for a 4th trip through the lineup, but it may be against somebody new. Oh, no, now they're just starting to get somebody warming up in the bullpen for Grants Pass. Doc still trailing by 7, so still a long ways to go. I don't think they're going to make a move just yet. Ty Run just needing 1 more out to pick up the win. Out there getting it loose and trying to do it quickly is Colton Fisher from Hidden Valley, headed to George Fox next year. 2 down and top of the lineup coming up. Stick with us in the postgame show. We'll recap this one. We'll look at the other scores that we have from other action going on this evening. And we'll name our player of the game. So stay tuned for all of that coming up during the Roseburg disposal post-game show. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 7th. Docs trying to rally here, trailing 15-8. Ty Run on the mound will face Garrett Russell, and the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. This could be the final at bat, or the final batter for Ty Run if he can't get the out. He needs just 1 more. 1-0 pitch to Russell. And that's a line drive shot into left field. Foul territory, though. I shouldn't say into left field. Out towards left field, but foul. Got around ahead of the pitch. And Russell on the inside pitch just got a little jammed there. 1-1 delivery coming up from Rund. Outside and low, 2-1 count. Well, the Docs scored in every inning except for the 4th and the 5th, but they gave up some big innings against Grants Pass, and that has given them the huge lead here. 2-1 pitch for Russell. Takes high and inside for a 3-1 count. 5 in the 4th and 6 in the 6th for Grants Pass. That has propelled them to the big advantage. 3-1 pitch for Russell, ball 4, and he'll walk to load the bases. Russell will get on base for a 4th time, his first walk of the evening. And here comes the pitching change. Figured that might be the case. Ty Run so close to a complete game victory. He will come out of the game as we get you a Shelby and Migulena Construction call to the pen. Top of the 7th inning, Grants Pass 1 out away from picking up a victory. Docs with the bases loaded, trailing 15-8, down to their final out of the game. Game 1 of our doubleheader will come back after the pitching change here on 1490. Streaming only at 541radio.com.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper. It's cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
The bases are loaded, and there's 2 away in the top of the 7th inning as the Doc Stewarts look for a massive comeback victory against the Grants Pass Nuggets here in Game 1 of our doubleheader as we begin Area 4 league play this evening. Welcome back here on 541radio.com. It'll be Luke Lucido batting. Excuse me, no. It is Jacob Luther. It is Jacob Luther hitting here. He came into the game defensively in the last half inning. He stands in with a 1-0 count, and he'll take a strike on the outside for a 1-1 count. Swings at one, hit towards third base, picked up by Nate Morgan, who tags the bag for the final out. So that'll do it. 15-8 your final score here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Jacob Luther with the ground out to third to wrap things up. 15-8, again, the final score. We'll come back and wrap things up for you with the Roseburg Disposal postgame show. So don't go anywhere, folks. More coming up for you as we head to Game 2 of our doubleheader. But first, the postgame show after this 2-minute break here on 541radio.com.
Season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper. It's cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Well, it was not the Doc Stewart's night here to start out Game 1 of our doubleheader as they fall 15-8 against the Grants Pass Nuggets. Despite coming out early on with a lead, the Doc Stewarts cannot hold it. And then a couple of really big innings end up hurting the Doc Stewarts' chances of trying to stay in this one and maybe come back for a victory. Does not happen. The Doc Stewarts fall 15-8. We welcome you into the Roseburg Disposal postgame show. Let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal. Well, looking at it, the final numbers here for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts: 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error in the game for the Docs. They ended up leaving 9 runners stranded on base. On the other side, 15 runs on 15 hits, 5 errors in the game for Grants Pass. And the Nuggets end up leaving 10 runners stranded on base in tonight's contest. So the Doc Stewarts fall to 8-7 on the year, 0-1 in conference play. Grants Pass goes to 11-4, 1-0 in Area 4 games. They've now won 4 straight. Docs see their 3-game winning streak come to an end with the loss in Game 1. Let's take a look at the game recap brought to you by the News Review Sports section. For more on today's game, pick up a copy of the News Review print edition tomorrow. Well, the Docs took the early lead 2-0 in the first inning. They would make it a 3-0 game with a run in the top of the second. Grants Pass got one back, made it 3-1 in the bottom of the second inning. Docs would add another run in the third. It was 4-1 at that time. Grants Pass scored a run in the bottom of the third, 4-2 your score. Docs unable to score in the top of the fourth inning, and that's when the door was opened. Grants Pass puts 5 runs up in the bottom of the fifth inning to lead 7-4 at the time. They'd add another 2 in the fifth, making it 9-4, and the Docs would get 2 back in the top of the sixth inning, as the Doc Stewarts would then be down 9-6 at that time. Looked like they might have a chance, trailing by only 3, but they give up a 6th spot in the bottom of the sixth inning, and they go down big. It was at that time, let's see here, 15-6 at the time, and then 2 runs in the top of the seventh inning for the Doc Stewarts. Made it look a little bit closer, but nonetheless, 15-8 your final score in this one. That's your game recap brought to you by the News Review Sports section. We'll take a look at more of the numbers from this one and name our Roseburg Refrigeration Player of the Game as we continue through the post-game show. Come back after a 2-minute break. I want to let you know, also coming up here in between games, we will refresh and reset the broadcast, the streaming broadcast. So we'll have our Game 2 broadcast coming up in a little bit, and we will reset it on the video player for those that are watching. Of course, that's the only way for the game to get on the air tonight. But then we will start out the Game 2 broadcast with our interview with Drake Bourgeois from Riddle High School. We continue our player interviews here throughout the summer, brought to you by Umpqua Dairy, your local dairy since 1931. We'll have that interview with Drake Bourgeois to start out the video broadcast of Game 2 of our doubleheader. Take the 2-minute break, wrap up the Roseburg the Roseburg Disposal postgame show after this here on 541radio.com.
This county is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Reese's Pieces.
Popcorn with butter.
Starburst.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Skittles.
Popcorn.
Swedish Fish.
Oh.
Reese's Pieces.
Best snack for movies? Oh, buttered popcorn.
Okay. The Roseburg Disposal postgame show continues on. Let them make the run to the dump for you. Joey Kieran here with you from Reinert Volunteer Park in Grants Pass, Oregon. Doc Stewart's fall 15-8 in Game 1 of our doubleheader. We'll have Game 2 coming up here in just a little bit. In between, we'll get a chance to catch up with Drake Bourgeois with our Umpqua Dairy player our Umpqua Dairy player interview. We'll take a look at some of the other numbers from this one. For the Grants Pass Nuggets, picking up the win will be Tyler Rund. He goes 6 2/3, almost gets the complete game, but can't quite finish it off. 6 2/3, gave up 12 hits, 8 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Colton Fisher came in. He finished off the game. He pitched a third of an inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. On the other side, taking the loss will be Peyton Hope. He goes to 0-2 on the year, I do believe. Let me double-check on that number for you. Peyton Hope goes to 1-2 on the year. Hope goes 3 2/3, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 4 hit batters. Brody Black came in, pitched a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Noah Burke pitched an inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and a hit batter. And Jet Black pitched the 7th inning, make that the 6th. He pitched 1 inning, gave it 3 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and 1 hit batter. So the Docs struggled to get the outs against Grants Pass, a lineup that has hit very well so far this season. On the other side, the Docs couldn't keep adding runs like they did early on. So they'll look to try and have a much more complete game coming up in the nightcap of tonight's doubleheader. Looking at some of the offensive numbers, Garrett Russell goes 2 for 4 in the game with 2 singles, a walk, and an RBI. Jonathan Stone went 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. Cody Johnson goes 3 for 4 in the game, 2 runs scored, 2 RBI, had a double and 2 singles. Let's see here. Kyler Leishner goes 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Dorian Gillespie goes 1 for 4, had a stolen base and a run scored. Caden Johnson 1 for 4, had a run scored and an RBI. And Jet Black goes 2 for 2 in the game with a walk, a hit by pitch, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base in there as well. On the other side, Nick Massendorf had 2 hits, a single and a double. Let's see, Cade Kissel picked up a single in there. Vinny Zavolta had a single and a triple, finished with 4 RBI and 3 runs scored. Ty Rund got beaned 3 times and walked once. He picked up an RBI on a bases-loaded walk in the 6th, scored 2 runs. Let's see here. Josh Robbins had a double to drive in 3 runs in the 6th. He scored twice as well. Nate Morgan had 2 doubles in the game, finished with 5 RBI. He goes 3 for 5. Cade King had a single and a run scored. Colby Dinkle and Trey Frodge both had base hits in the 8th spot. And Bennett Rogers goes 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a sac bunt, 2 runs scored in there as well. That is a look at the numbers from this one. Game 1 has gone complete. 15-8 the final score here. And it's time now to name our Roseburg Refrigeration Player of the Game, your locally owned residential heating and cooling specialist. That's Roseburg Refrigeration. Our player of the game for the Doc Stewarts in this one, Cody Johnson. A nice job at the plate. 2 singles and a double. He drove in 2 runs, scored twice, and had a stolen base. Gets on base 3 out of the 4 trips to the plate. Cody Johnson, your Roseburg Refrigeration Player of the Game. That'll do it for Game 1 of the broadcast here. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We are going to end the Game 1 broadcast. We will get the Game 2 broadcast up and running, and then we will start the interview with Drake Bourgeois to get things off and running here in between games. So stay with us, folks. Thanks for tuning in at 541radio.com for Docs Baseball tonight as the Oregon State Beavers were in action. Should get you an update on that. The game has gone final. 4-1 the final score. Arkansas defeats Oregon State in Game 1. Game 2 will be coming up tomorrow night. Arkansas can win the national title with a victory over the Beavers tomorrow night. Oregon State can force a Game 3 winner-take-all on Thursday if they win tomorrow night. The game will start at 3:30 on the radio, and the first pitch at 4 o'clock, so tune in for that with Oregon State baseball on the radio. Docs baseball tomorrow from Legion Field against the Grants Pass Nuggets. That doubleheader will also be on the video stream like it is tonight. So tune in for Docs baseball tomorrow online at 541radio.com. We try to bring you as much coverage of local sports as we can, and sometimes that means we get a little jumbled up with our schedule, which means Docs Baseball had to be on the video stream only tonight while the Beavers were on the radio. All right, that'll do it for us. We'll wrap up the Game 1 video broadcast. Game 2 will be coming up momentarily, so refresh your page. Head to our Facebook or YouTube channel, however you are watching. Just get to the Game 2 broadcast coming up here in just a couple of moments. Stay with us, Docs Baseball on 541radio.com.